Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Money Mom. Today I'm going to be talking about something kind of interesting. It is a little bit about making money, but it's about not spending money is kind of like making money. Let's get started. We have a place near us, and there's several of them, and I checked on the website. There's several of them around the United States, half-price books. Sounds like a great place. I really enjoy going there. I probably go there about maybe 6 times a year. I went there yesterday with some friends. Luckily I didn't spend any money. Something I've done several times is I go around my home, I gather movies, books, games, things like that, and I bring them to half-price books and see if I can get any money for them. And then you bring them to the little center, they call your name, and they'll tell you how much they give you. Well, if they were things you didn't want anyway and you're going to donate them at a thrift store or donate them to somebody, why not get some money? So there's been times where I've maybe haven't gotten a lot, but I've gotten anywhere from, say, I don't think I've even gotten $20, but anywhere from $8 to $15. Well, then that way, the good thing about that is if you want a book, you could go ahead and purchase it at half-price books if you want to, or you could take the cash. So it's nice because they do give you the cash. This is something where all of you can make some money, is you can take your books to thrift stores or places where they may be able to turn them in and give you some money for them. You can use that towards something that you want or need, or you can put it towards a debt. I have a dear girlfriend of mine, and I had mentioned this in another video, that she goes to consignment stores. She has a lot of beautiful clothes. She used to be in the clothing business, and she has great taste in clothes. Well, she has brought a lot of clothes. She gets a check every other month from the consignment store for clothes that she's brought in, because it depends when they sell. So that's something you could do, is see if you have some things that are in really good condition, but for whatever reason wasn't a good fit for you or a family member. And this is another way that you could get some things. You can put that money, like one of my friends, she'll buy something at the consignment store that she likes that's a good fit for her. So she'll turn that money around so it keeps her clothing budget very low. I want to say some good news. Yesterday when I was at the, not thrift store, excuse me, half-price books, I thought about purchasing some finance books so that I could give you my opinion on them. Well, I'd looked at some Dave Ramsey books, and I've heard, like I said, nothing but wonderful things about him. I actually know quite a bit about his program from many other YouTubers and doing a little research myself. I, however, didn't purchase the books because they were half price. There was one of them that was $13.65. I thought, you know, I just really didn't want to spend that much. And then the cheapest one was $9.99. I thought, you know what? I'm going to go to my local library and I'm going to take the books out for a couple weeks. I think they let you have them for 3 weeks. Read them and then do a review. If I find that I really love the book and I want to highlight it and I want to keep it for reference, then I'll purchase it. Because I just think so many of us have so many things. I really almost wish I could be a minimalist. I can't, and I'll get into that in another video, but there's just so many things that we already have in our homes that we could utilize. And that's kind of what I wanted to get to with our side gig, is that we can sell our items and find good locations to sell them. So that is something. Another thing, which I know it isn't quite making money, but I'm going to do some videos on this, and I've already spoken to a friend. I participated before in 2 things. One, which I mentioned before, a clothing exchange, where we all bring clothing, accessories, purses, belts, jewelry, anything you can wear, okay, boots, shoes, and you bring them to a location and you trade off with other people. It's good to have a large group of people. You have to have somebody organize it. And this is a way to really get some things, because you get them for free, and it's things that people aren't using. I really wish more of us would do things like that, because this would really save all of us on our budget. Also, another thing is, I want to do, and I've done this before, I organized a food exchange where I got a group of us couponers together. This is when I was big into couponing, and they all came over to my house, and it was really neat because they brought food that they weren't using. For example, they might have bought a cereal, like chocolate-flavored grape nuts. I'm making this up, but anyway, nobody in the family liked it, and they bought, you know, 6 boxes, and they were 50 cents a piece, and so they bought 6 boxes over. Maybe somebody else would like it. And then leftovers we would donate to a food pantry. So this was a way to kind of stock your shelves and share with others. That way you don't throw food away. So even though the clothing exchange and even though the food exchange isn't making money, it saves on your budget from spending money, so in essence is like making money. One thing I want to also encourage you, I have a very large tip for all of you. Some of you may already do this, and I'm going to give you an example of this. If you purchase something from a store that you don't care for whatever reason, and you should be able to return that item. And I'm going to give you an example. I know I've told you I'm pumpkin spice queen, but I purchased this pumpkin spice soda from Aldi's last week. I love almost everything pumpkin spice. I opened it up and I smelled it, and it had kind of a funky smell, and I tasted it, and all I can tell you is pumpkin spice should not be soda. This was just weird, not tasty. No one else in the family wants it. It was $2.50. I'm going to return it to Aldi's next week and get my $2.50 back. So that is a way of making money. So if you buy something you don't care for, please, if you can, and if you have the receipt or not, return it to the store and get your money back, because I have a feeling that some of you may throw these items away, or it goes bad and you throw it away, and I don't care whether it's a penny or it's 75 cents or it's $2.50, every little bit can help your budget, every little bit. So please do that. Basically, the bottom line of this is not spending money is like making money. Many of us, maybe we could get to know our friends and family better and do more exchanging of items that we have, which will prevent us from spending money that we don't need to be spending because we think it's burning a hole in our pocket. That's all I have to say today. My one question is, what's your favorite Halloween candy? And do you have any tips about anything I've said? Also, tomorrow I'm going to be talking about an unpleasant topic, and it is called gaining weight is not frugal. And I'll tell you all about that tomorrow, accountability partners. Love y'all. Bye.